I felt someone's presence. Why, hello. What's up, you guys? Welcome to Occultcattv. So, here, one second. So, today we are at the temple. Today we are at the workplace. We are at the office. We are getting things done. I thought I might as well go live today to just really let's blend the occult with our ordinary life, right? I was someone that used to, wow, those lights, wow. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, we all good. I was someone that used to not think that the occult was the same as life, right? I was someone that used to always be in the ritual chamber. I used to always be working with the different beings, right? Anybody in here, let me know what's up. Leave a like, leave a comment. Um, feel free to ask questions as well, because today we're really just going to be communing, right? I let all the spirits that I work with come forward, right? So know that if you're here today, most likely there's a reason you're here. There's a purpose, right? Hey, what's up, Phoenix? What's up, Phoenix of Calamity? How's your day been? What you been up to? Um, and then also at the same time, we're gonna be doing just a little bit of studying. We're gonna be writing things out. As well, just like waiting for people to get here too. Um, I remember back before I initiated in the Qliphoth, right? Before I started to work with these beings. And I've been reflecting a lot on the path because what I was coming into this is completely different than the person you see now. I entered into this path as a healer, right? For myself, I was someone actually training just Reiki. I was training a whole bunch of healing methods and modalities. This is actually just after my grandmother passed a few years before due to cancer. So for myself, I actually entered into the occult wanting to be a healer, wanting to understand how we could transmute this death, this illness, this disease, right? Because it, for myself in my own life, it ran so rampant. Whether I was always sick or ill or someone or my grandmother, I found out that it was actually all the death essence around me growing up, right? When you're around all these sickly people that might have illness, right? I was always in the hospital because of my grandmother. Um, you start to absorb that energy, especially for myself at a young age. I was absorbing so much death essence. I actually believe that it's the same death essence that also creates depression in a lot of people. I realized that when I was around either depressed people, sickly people, I actually, my vibrations started to lower. And that's actually what brought me into the occult, is just seeing so much healing needed in this world. Truly, and I'll be talking about some experiences that I've had while going through the Qliphoth, and whether it be healing or different stories. So as well, we got the real black magician. What's up, Zach? What's up, family? Um, my guy, love seeing you live, my friend. Oh, dude, right? I can astrally, I can psychically, like it's as if you were saying that. That's so cool. Um, yo, Zach, feel free to talk about or bring up anything as well that you want to talk about. Thank you for being here, brother. Also, you guys, last week me and Zach had a live ritual we performed. Zach, we talked about it. I forgot to actually inform you the ritual. I gained some things from it that I can definitely see came from that ritual. So you guys, look forward to me and Zach also collabing again to doing another ritual for you guys. He's also someone that's very source. He's a really good healer as well. Actually, Zach, your ability is for psychic surgery specifically actually really, they make me happy because there's not there's not that many people choosing to embrace psychic healing in that way, especially incorporating vampirism. So thank you. Also, thank you for pointing people in that direction. The fact that it's a reality, I think a lot more people need to understand that, you know, vampirism isn't just detrimental. That there's also a lot of things that you can do with vampirism to help yourself to heal, to help other people to heal, and that was definitely something that was missing from the community at the moment. So thank you for that. Um, Dis-ease, what a wonderful what a wonderful topic. Yeah. And the Phoenix of Calamity, it's been well. I was stressed about something that I didn't need to be. My body and intuition was telling me I was fine. And my cousin has been attacking my physically, and today I finally hit back. Oh wow. I Hey, Phoenix of Calamity, I feel you completely. Someone was overstepping boundaries with me today, and I had to tell them, like, do you think this is a joke? Like, I'm trying to set a boundary with you. And they just said, yeah, I thought you were joking. And I was like, that's very sad, right? Because when you're trying to tell someone, hey, like, I'm setting a boundary, and you're trying to be respectful, but then they're not, that's complete. Yeah, feel free to hit back. You know what I mean? Like, people will step on you until you show them that you are a presence to be reckoned with. So most definitely, um, good good job setting a boundary. Um, so okay, yeah, and then let's actually talk about dis-ease and psychic healing actually while we're both here. Phoenix, how do I control my ability to pick up on people's soul wants? Like wanting to go home, not suicide, but that wanting of home, then that depression, anxiety, and then my own emotions. Okay, so Phoenix, actually, can you ask that in a more source way? Can you try to compile what you asked into I kind of understand, but if you could give me more structure with that. But if the question is just how do I pick up on people's soul, become more in tune with your own soul. Because like just like you were saying, yeah, I need more on that. Um, but yeah, most definitely understand yourself in order to understand other people. Just like you have to love, a lot of people will do love spells, right? They'll do love rituals. But the thing is, none of that matters if you don't love yourself. You have to love yourself in order for love to come into your life. Loving yourself is the most powerful ritual at the end of the day. Um, So the real black magician. I appreciate you, man. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you too, brother. Thank you. Oh, this was so. Dr. Sabi is someone who goes deep on the topic what we eat and disease. Dr. Sabi was a heavy influence at the beginning of my journey. Actually, you guys, I want to say probably 2 or 3 years ago, um, I was on a heavy herbal shamanism path, right? I would wake up and I would drink. It just started with one tea. And this is what if anything, this is what I love about magic. This is what I love about ceremony is that I didn't know how powerful tea ceremonies were, right? Tea ceremonies are so powerful because the thing is, you're not just drinking the tea, you're ritualizing it. You're empowering it with your essence, and your energy, right? I was actually just with a friend. I was at her house, and she had water at the place I was staying that said gratitude, love, and forgiveness. She wrote that on the water, and I thought that was very powerful because before I went to go journal, which I recommend that you guys have a journal just to write, why not? Before I went to journal, something told me go drink the water, right? Go drink the water before you. And I was like, why does that matter? And then I went to go drink the water. I saw the loving words on it, and then I knew that I was drinking. I was taking in that vibration. It's the same thing that before I drink water or before I drink coffee, I'll actually do a small, you could say, prayer. I go like this, and I pull my energy from my crown through my third eye into my heart, and then I imagine pulling gold energy, or it could be this way. It's however you feel your push and pull. I I pull in gold energy from my root, bringing it up into my hands as I pull it into my heart, and then you imagine all this golden energy emanating from your heart, right? Try to feel it. Try to feel it viscerally. Feel it breaking up any stagnation, any tension, right? And then that's where you're trying to focus the energy of the intention in what you're placing the intention within. So then if the water's right in front of me, then I'll go like this with my hands, filling using the Reiki energy, whatever it might be, filling that tea, that water, that coffee. I do a lot with coffee lately. I've been expressing the coffee plant. Um, and when I do that, it's no longer just water. It's no longer just tea. It's a ritualized, it's a ritual tool that you've infused with your own energy and intention, where now you can the intention is amplified. So on this journey, I believe I started with some of the herb. Oh, I started with Moulin. Moulin was a heavy one because I used to smoke cigarettes and I used to vape and shit like that. Um, Moulin was a heavy healing herb for myself. That especially when I started to work with Belial, I noticed that Belial's favorite herb was Moulin. So I started to just give that to Belial. I would offer it to him in ritual, right? So ritualizing it with Belial's essence, and then and then I put the tea in, I put the herb in water and make it into tea. I would give one tea to Belial. I'd give one tea to myself as a way of honoring Belial, right? As a way of honoring the spirits. I gave a lot of offerings in the beginning. I want to say it did kind of fall into I was kind of being what is the word? Worshipy. I was kind of worshipy. I don't recommend that you just always be doing that, but that when you do it, be very precise. Be very precise in your intention with that herb, with that being, and definitely try to have the intention of infusing it with energy, power, strength, will, right? So Moulin is an herb that I highly recommend for you guys. It can help heal bronchitis. It helps heal your bronchial tubes, right? Where this is a part, our lungs are always being attacked by different substances, different chemicals, all these things. So doing a herbal detox, an herbal flush of your body and your system with Moulin would be very purifying. The next herb that I wanted to get into is sea moss, Irish sea moss. This is Zach. This is actually what we were talking about. Um, this is actually what we were talking about um, with say Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi would preach CMOS, and the thing is, I can understand why he would preach CMOS, because it has 97 minerals in it. So there's 97 minerals our body isn't creating. Dr. Sebi would even jump off the table onto his knees, right? So the fact that an 80-year-old man could jump off the table onto his knees, that's actually why CMOS is so powerful, because you can put CMOS in smoothies, teas, you can just straight up eat it, you can put it on your food. And the more that you eat that, the more chemicals, the more minerals you start to produce in your own vessel. So that's the herbal journey was very powerful for me. I drank a lot of teas for many years, and then I started to switch into coffee, where I've been really experimenting with coffee just to understand it. I'm not even a coffee drinker, really. Hey, what's up, Kufi Cabana? What's up, family? Kufi Cabana says, peace, God. Hey, what's up, peace, King? Unless it's Queen. No, I'm joking. What's up, Kufi Cabana, though? Loving yourself, so powerful and very misunderstood. Yes. Yeah, self-love. We can get into that as well. There's a lot of things, honestly, like I feel need to be talked about. The same woman you told me to separate from ended up hurting me again recently, so I'm healing again and learning from my lesson. Kufi Cabana, that's what dude, I've actually told your, not your story, but you know, the story of like predicting that to a few people, and it's actually been a very relevant thing. Is I'll meet with a client that will have a very similar thing to what you're experiencing, Kufi Cabana, and I'll actually tell them the same thing, and they go back to their ex, and then they get hurt. I did the same thing, Kufi Cabana. I knew that there's this one person I should separate from, I shouldn't be with. This was a while back. But even for myself, I probably stayed 6 months longer than I should have, right? This was a few years ago with a twin flame. And something that I wasn't understanding for the journey was that she was in hell. She was going through a lot of Qliphothic trials, experiences, and I wanted to be the savior, right? I wanted to save her. So I kept pulling her out of these situations, not realizing that every situation that I actually put myself in, I noticed it would get worse for me. It was almost like the universe was saying, no. They need to deal with this on their own. You stop helping them. Don't go back. And on top of that, don't go back because you need to go forward, right? So that's actually why we get hurt again, is because we're going back into the wound and we're opening the wound to re-experience it. And I've done this, I've learned from it. I'm still healing myself. Even with attaching to different relationships, I would open the wound, and then maybe the person would leave or I would leave, and then I would go to the next person. I don't do this anymore. I've halted all of that, but then I would go to the next person, and then I'd realize, oh wow, that wound is still open. And I even went through an experience where the other person was also healing. So I opened up a wound, not realizing that, right? Father issues when it comes to the feminine, maternal issues when it comes to the masculine. And I opened up that wound in myself, and then that person triggered a wound and I got re-hurt. So it's because of that journey that I chose to put myself through, willingly chose. I then had to do the work times 3 to heal myself, to reflect, to process, even to the point now where I'm choosing to not be with women, go on semen retention, and fully be to my own energy, cutting off all these people, whether it be feminine or masculine, right? Friends, all these energies no longer serving me. So, Kufi Gabana, we all learn from those moments. We're given wisdom. Whether we choose to embrace that wisdom is all going to be on our own. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, dude, like water equal. Wait. Okay, so the same woman you told me about, separate, end up hurting me again. But yeah, so we all learn. In what way we learn is going to completely be our own. But if you do that, these are also things that if you would like a consultation when it comes to things like this, if you would like a healing session, these are also things that I provide because I've also been through these experiences. So yeah, so Kufi Gibbon, I just want to throw that out there. Feel free to ask any questions on healing, relationships, life, the occult, magic, whatever. Glad to see you here. Let's all heal together. So I can pick up intensely on my friends and random people around me, their suffering, their pain, and their worries. Okay, Phoenix, thank you. Okay, that's more articulate. I really appreciate this articulation of words. And their pain and their painful life, it hits me out of the blue and interpret it as my own. It causes a lot of necessary suffering. So, Phoenix, when it comes to this, what I can understand is that you are a medium, Phoenix. Phoenix, you are a reader. The reason why you can feel your friend's presence so intensely is because you have a connection with them, a psychic bond from, they're your friends, they're your family, people. It could even be random people. You know, the fact that you feel this intuitively, this in depthly, that means that the further you can feel into them, the further you can feel into your own self. So don't get lost in the empathy of other people, but also realize why that is there. Why can you feel other people so intensely as you do? You can feel them so intensely because you can feel yourself so intensely. So use that ability as well towards yourself and discover more of yourself. Know thyself. But yeah, you're going to have to shield your energy. You're going to have to learn how to block it, not block it off completely, but how to shield yourself. I as well have went through that journey. I chose to just remain very empathic to everyone around me. I got lost in the sauce of empathy. So don't get lost. Start to shape your own being. Start to embrace your path and see what you want. And as you focus on yourself, you will then also be able to, help others more. Give the messages as they come and as it's needed though, right? Water equals flow. Kufi Cabana, I broke up with my girl recently. When you get the signs to let someone go, it's always wise to do so. You can move on and grow and evolve. Yeah, what Zach said is very accurate. Move on, grow, and evolve. That's even why I've not quit women, right? I'm still there for women when they come into my life. But the thing is, for myself, it's all about focusing on me. It's about focusing on my growth, right? If you're not stable within yourself, how are you going to provide for another being? I had to realize this. As much as I want to love her, as much as I want someone to love me, I have to love myself right now. I'm the only one that's going to save myself. I'm the only one that's going to pull myself out of the situation. Me attaching to another person, another being, another lover isn't going to help me. Something I didn't realize, meeting love at the wrong time can be even more harmful than helpful. I actually met a connection, a past life connection of someone I really started to grow a connection to, a bond with. But then because we're both not fully stable or where we want to be in our life, it didn't work out. So that kind of opened a wound, but then it also helped me to understand that I need to focus on myself. And even if I did meet the right woman, I'm not there yet. So focus on yourself, you guys. Continue to embrace that healing journey, that process, because that's what it is. It's not one and done. You're not going to get over this breakup, this feeling, this trauma in just one night. It takes time for wounds to heal, as long as you allow them to heal. And as well, Zach, you too, bro. Like, you got this, family. Like, there's at least you can see there's a reason for you doing it. Sometimes your presence also is what makes the impact. Oh, yeah, that is a good question. What conditions what must be met to grow the sea moss? Yeah, I want to look into that. Absolutely, I can feel now that I will flourish now that I'm away from toxic environments. Yeah, you need to be away from the toxicity. You need to be away from the old in order to embrace the new. If you don't get away from the old, you're never going to grow. A plant can't grow in poison. That's why Chernobyl didn't work. That's why they can't clean up Chernobyl. It's like, yo, let's plant a seed right there. It's gone. It's already gone. Also, just letting you guys know, we are doing a Fate and Destiny ritual tonight as well. I do have a few other rituals. I also have some services. Just throwing that out there, you guys. Also, I do consultations if you guys need help with anything, whether it be the occult, life, spirituality, relationships. I'm really just here to help the community better understand themselves as a guide as well. I am better understanding myself too. I learn a lot from my clients, right? Because in the moments that we're interacting, it's not about me. When I'm talking to a client, I'm fully being receptive of not just what I see or what they're talking about, but the subtle signs, the subtle cues. There's always something that we need to be focusing on. There's always something that we need to be doing that if we understood that one aspect of our life, that one puzzle piece, everything fits together. And that's what I try to be as a destiny and a fate reader. I try to help you to better understand and know yourself, to go within. I'm merely just a guide along the journey with you in those moments as we commune and converse and talk to each other so that you can better understand yourself as we go within the journey. I've been on my journey myself. I've learned from many different deities, many different guides, whether it be Thoth, Horus, Belial, Shiva, Satan, right? And in the same way, I think that journey sessions and when we choose to meditate and go within ourselves to better understand ourselves, these are the most powerful moments of ritual. That although we consciously will go into ritual at different times to try to get a result, it's the moments where we are called within ourselves that are the most powerful. So always stay communing and keep that connection, not just with deities, but as well with yourself. I'm older. Okay. Oh, hey, what's up, General Mosquito Spray? What's up, family? Yo. Uh, I'm an older guy now. I'll say that as American women get older, they become very vampiric. Wow, wow, bro, wow. You're not wrong. You're not wrong on that one. Oh my god. Real mosquito spray. You're very, yeah. I've noticed that as well. It's usually because of their situation and their circumstance. 1 second, you guys. I had a friend on TikTok.
David, it was my understanding I was not going.
I was gonna invite. Okay. Semen retention, taboo thoughts. If you consume the semen that you lose, are you still retaining semen? Goofy Cabana, I love you, bro. Okay. Semen retention taboo though. If you consume the semen that you lose, are you still no, bro, no. But no, I'm joking. So yeah, semen retention. If you consume it, I mean, when you think about it, it's really wherever the semen is going. So when we really are talking about, say, women and men, the reason why women receive the seed is because the seed is the soul. So the soul is in the masculine charge. When you consume it, I mean, like you're saying, like, okay, if we're answering this in a very real way, if you do consume it, just like if a feminine eats it, she's gaining the energy from it. Yeah, it's just like when you put it on a sigil, right? If you put it on a sigil, then the sigil is charged by that energy. So yes, you're not still like absorbing it and taking it in. And let's even talk about semen retention. That's a very powerful thing. When let's just go into semen retention overall. So semen is an electromagnetically charged energy. When the semen starts to go up your spinal column, there's a word for this. Now let's just go with vertebrae. Starts to climb up your vertebrae. There's once every month where this divine fluid, the Christos energy, actually descends. It's from the claustrum. I believe it's called the claustrum. It's from a part, the middle of your brain. It drops down into this well. It's called the well of God, right? And then if you've been practicing or retaining your energy, you're able to bring this electromagnetic charge from the core, from the root of yourself up your core, and you're trying to merge those energies where then it creates a conductor, or it creates an electromagnetic charge where it meets with the heart, right? And this is also why men that are on semen retention and that have been Santa Claus, divine snippa, yes, Claus, Santa Claus, claustrum, Santa Claus. You're very right. Where if you guys have noticed that when a masculine, I have noticed this. I was on at one point. I'm on like almost a month now, right? Or let's go with about 3 weeks. I think I don't mark it, but there's a point where I was doing six months of semen retention, no jacking off, no women, no porn, none of that, right? So I actually realized that I would go to the gym, right, on semen retention. I'd go to the gym and women would throw themselves at me like animals. I would actually start to see the primal essence of women coming out of them. And I know this because I would sit down to just like, I'm someone where like I just go to the gym to fucking work out. Like I'm not trying to like look at someone, get caught up in this or that. I just want to work out. And I would just be stretching. I'd close my eyes for a second. I'd just be working out. I'd just be stretching. And then I look behind myself. There's 3 chicks a foot behind me, all stretching like next to each other. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? And it's almost like it hacks the matrix. It hacks this system where you then start to, because you're emitting such divine frequencies and emanations, it starts to alter the reality around you. This is also why when you're on semen retention, you're able to build a business very fast. You're able to accumulate wealth, money very fast. Women networking with other individuals, they just start not to say yes, right? But your energy is the gateway through the door. The higher you raise your vibration and your frequency, whether it be through semen retention, sun gazing, grounding, meditation, there's many different exercises in which you can use in order to raise your vibration, in order to raise your frequency, right? So semen retention, also shout out to AJ, my friend AJ, throughout the whole journey, he always told me to stay on semen retention. I didn't always stay on semen retention, but I wish that I did. And he would always preach it all the time, homie, stay on semen. And I sometimes thought that was dumb. I was like, bro, like, you know, like I want to fuck bitch, not fuck bitches, right? But I want to embrace the feminine. And I actually realized that the more that I did, I just started to go down in levels. So if you are a masculine right now, I do recommend semen retention. Hold your sacred fluid in. And I mean this in the sense that, you guys, why are you just giving it to random chicks? Oh, I met this chick and then we fuck. You just gave her all of your seed, bro. What the fuck? What are you doing? Right? And that's because how long did you like not nut before that? Like a month? If you're giving that to her, you're giving her your energy. That's why when dudes after sex were like, I'm tired. And then like chicks are just like, they're just, I want to do things. I want to do. So okay, Garld, Garld, I'm trying to pronounce this correctly. I'm just gonna call you Garld. What's up, Garld? What's up? Welcome to the family, the Occultcat family. How's your day going? How's your day been? Can this work the same way for women? I'm still trying to fathom women. I'm still trying to understand the feminine in that way. From what I understand is that women receive. So my gnosis is that women receive the seed, so they receive the energy. That's how they gain it. That's why I also think many women are very promiscuous. Like the reason why they're going to the bar all the time and fucking all these different dudes or people. I'm not speaking for every woman, right? All women, but it's because they want to gain the masculine force. It's just like in life, the masculine is supposed to guide the feminine. So when we are giving them our seed, they're now profiting off of our energy and they're able to use that. So I look at it in the same way that the women understand the dark feminine, they understand the feminine nature of our reality. And it's in the same way that the masculine is the one guiding the feminine. So I've noticed that semen, it's you can when two lovers come together and they have a child, that the feminine knows how to take care of the child because this is already imbued within herself. So I believe that the moment that a masculine ejects within the child, now within the girl creating the child, this then energetically starts to, she's now guided by the masculine's seed. So I think it's in the same way that the masculine is giving that energy to guide the feminine. So I think that the way that women cultivate this energy is actually through sex. And that's why some women are almost addicted to sex, because I've noticed certain women, when they don't have a masculine that they are mating with or with, they don't have as much guidance, evolutionarily speaking, right? But when they are with the right masculine, the masculine is then able to guide them through that seed. So, do women take on the seed the same way? No. The man raises his seed, his sacred fluid, and then gives it to the woman as a gift to guide her. So that's how women get the seed, get energy. That's also why when you look at the nature of the feminine, it's very vampiric. It's to take energy rather than give energy, where the masculine's always giving. Even raising is a form of giving. We're giving ourselves energy, whereas the feminine more pulls or takes the energy. So that's what I see. That's what I see from that. That was a lot. There's a lot to that I'm still exploring and understanding, especially when it comes to the energetic current between the masculine and the feminine. It's very deep at its core and in its nature. Um, Good question, though. Can this work the same way for women? I believe, and I mean, women cultivate energy. So once they pull in all that energy, it's the same thing. Women gain energy in their way, men gain energy in their way, and then it's just about using it, expanding the energy. So, women are a lot better at sex magic. They're better at imagining, and then when they come, they're able to imprint that into their subconscious or into reality's subconscious as well at the same time. So sex magic, I want to say, is more powerful for women, whereas sexual transmutation is more powerful for men. Okay, Garld, E-R, Garl. Let's go with that. Hey, great day. You're absolutely right. Whenever I have segs, I make sure I take in the successful part of the man, and I'm no expert in vampirism. It's like, hey, maybe book a consultation. I can teach you some vampirism and have you be a master at sexual vampirism, sexual alchemy, if you would like. Just throwing it out there, Garl. Um, but yeah, that's something that the feminine can do. Is very good at. Is very good at. I don't know if you work with Lilith, but Lilith would also be a really good being to work with, most definitely. The real black magician, right? The masculine pushes out, the feminine takes in. When we are talking about occult principles, which is why as a vampire I'm in touch and utilize the feminine portion of myself. Yeah, actually, I see a lot of vampirism coming up. So why let's talk about that a little bit. The push and pull of energy as well. Um, we might get into some topics. I have them coming soon to my Patreon as well. Right, the masculine pushes out, the feminine okay, so yeah, especially when it comes to a masculine, something I keep hearing from the feminine, I've heard it repeated, so I know. Oh, wait, the real black magician. The Egyptians were very advanced in understanding of sexual energy. Yeah. Oh, okay, wait, the sound is in and out. Are you guys able to just letting it, is the sound good now, or just making sure? But just let me know if the sound's good, you guys. Like just like leave like a yes or something. Then we can start talking about the occult. Is the sound good or? Okay, the sound. Okay, so okay, cool. Just making sure. So, Golden JG, what's up, family? The Golden JG appears. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome, welcome to the Occultcat family. Feel free to comment. Feel free to ask a question. What's up, JG? JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. Okay. Sound is good. You mean okay, wouldn't it cause a bit of blockages if women hold on sex? Yeah, if they hold on to their sexual energy too long, and don't transmute it, and don't, because the same thing would be with a masculine. If a masculine holds on to sex too long and doesn't transmute it, there's almost no point for you to hold on to it. It would actually just create immense rage and anger. So sometimes, yes, it actually is good to have that physical release. I've noticed, especially for older women, right? I'll be talking to older women, and sometimes they get sexually, they just get really aroused around me, right? I have a very sexual energy. And I noticed that if they don't act in that nature, I can see it's kind of blocking them, right? So you do have to express it how you feel it needs to be expressed, when it needs to be expressed. But then at the same time, you also need to hold it in and be disciplined when you need to be disciplined, right? But yeah, doing things in imbalance can definitely create blockages. I feel like you should talk about Thoth at some point if you feel called to, of course, and I can hear you fine. Okay, thank you on that. Oh, okay. Real Black Magician. Okay, yeah, let's actually let's get a little bit in Prism or Thoth. Let's just talk about Thoth, and then if we feel the need to go further, we'll talk about that stuff as well. And most definitely Golden JG. Welcome to the family. Feel free to, again, feel free to ask questions and stuff. I try to make this as a temple while we are at Occultcattv and while I'm live. So even just basking in the energy. I always call for the energies to be present. Let me know who you guys feel. The Real Black Magician was talking about Thoth. Thoth has been heavily present lately, most definitely. So let's get into a little bit. Okay, a little bit about sexual alchemy and then Thoth. Okay, sexual alchemy, such an important topic when it comes to spiritual self-development. Yeah, especially Zach, sexual transmutation. That's something that I literally all the time would. How do you do it? How? And it wasn't until as a masculine that I started to hold my seed that I could even cultivate the energy of transmuting the sexual energy. You need sexual energy to transmute sexual energy, right? So for masculines, it's specifically important that they cultivate it and start to hold it for a certain amount of time to build it up. And it's in the same way that you guys, when they actually talk about Yeshua, the Christ, and they talk about how he didn't need to be conceived through sexual intercourse, the thing is, we can look at this as like a real person, but even the allegory, mythology, or Egyptian initiation and understanding of the mystery schools, because Yeshua was an Egyptian mystery school initiate. If he was truly conceived without sex, but through divine mysticism, you could say through divine sexual alchemy, it actually makes sense that through the Kundalini, that when it is fully liberated and we have this mass amount of energy, that when two people imagine sexual intercourse and the woman's Kundalini is raised enough, you can actually, through tantra, not sex, right? But through tantra, breathing, you can stimulate, and this usually you'd have to have a lot of energy, natural and organic energy. You'd stimulate each other, or you'd be stimulated through breathing. You'd then intertwine, just like the Caduceus, or I'm so sorry, Yeshua's parents intertwined through energies to then create or conceive that divine seed to then be placed in his mother. So this is actually where sex magic is so divine. There's so many different levels to sex magic, right? It's not just how people imagine something and then come, right? And it's not just as far along the lines of conceiving a child with no conception. There's many things that you can also achieve in between. You can heal each other through tantra and as well sexual magic. This is something that I met a woman, and she happened to be a client that she wanted to fly out and hang out with me, right? And she was a client, so she paid like her ticket, she bought everything out, and this is where, as a magician, I never experienced sex magic before. But when I met with this client, a feminine, right, a feminine, we two practiced occultists started to embrace in sexual transmutation, sex magic, and I swear, you guys, the fucking earth quaked. It was when you are dealing with raw energy, two draconic practitioners of the dark arts, when they engage in sexual magic and they have the intention to shift nations. No, I'm joking. Shift worlds. No, but when world domination. No, but when they have the intention to evolve sexually, evolve each other through their energies, this is actually when a lot of power can start to be formed. So there's a lot that we can do with sexual alchemy and sexual magic, especially when two vampires are mating. Because I've noticed specifically, and especially with vampires, when we are mating, when we're getting down, everything's amplified. Just like those that walk the draconic path, how high definition our reality is because of our advanced psychic abilities. So when you bring psychic abilities into play with sex, it can get very multidimensional. There's a lot of healing, a lot of manifestation. I learned from sex magic how to shift timelines and get to a more favorable timeline. But I definitely, when you're on semen or tension as a masculine, you're shifting timelines through actually just holding your seed. That's all you have to do to get to A, from point A to B. That's all you have to do to get into the most favorable reality, is just hold your seed. So according to a man who was influenced by Thoth, left eye Horus mystery school taught the feminine mystery. The next was to go to the right eye of Horus mystery school to learn the masculine mystery. I need to increase my masculine. Oh, and that was Zach, influenced by Thoth. According to a man who was influenced. I could see, yeah. Yeah, learning both and merging both is very beneficial. It's very powerful. Um, Also, you guys, I did want to throw out that tonight we are doing a ritual, a few different kinds, whether you want to embrace your fates and destiny, whether you want to get your money up with mammon, whether you want to commune in a more source way with King Belial. There's a few different services that I have going on tonight, as well as I do consultations. Just throwing that out there, you guys. So, and we will be doing a free, nothing's free when you think about it, but we will be doing a on the house. We will be doing a guided meditation with Thoth, embracing our fate and destiny. And then for those who wish to tap in via payment, it will be amplified. You'll also get a free e-sigil and as well a consultation on the house just for choosing to embrace the fate and destiny session. Okay, so I need to I need to increase my and this is mosquito. I need to increase my masculine energy. Thoth's a strong masculine energy. Yeah, Thoth is very strong. He's very muscular. He's very wise. So really good being to help you along semen retention. If you're semen retention will give you what you need, right? As if you're trying to increase masculine energy, you need testosterone. You need testosterone. So exercising would be very beneficial when it comes to this endeavor. Thoth, if you've seen Thoth, Thoth is ripped, right? Thoth, Thoth is ripped, son. So I would recommend even just working out with Thoth. His Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent aspect, is very, very masculine, very buff. Yeah, Thoth is a perfect being. You can also go to Aries, Belial. Belial's like the men of men. Like very no, couldn't go wrong with Belial. Just throwing that out. Belial's really been coming around lately. Okay, so I keep meeting a lot of women that are connected to Belial. He keeps leading women to me. Mammon too. Actually, the chick that flew out literally was she was heavily working with Mammon, and he's the one that connected us pretty much. We had a connection, but like it's people, you do your thing and then you move on. Especially with witches and magicians. So okay, feminine being first. Feminine being the first found as the foundation, the emotions, the unconscious. Then the masculine right eye of Horus was taught the mind, mentalism. Zach, I'm gonna copy this. You should write that down. You should make a post out of that, brother. That's really that'd be a really good post. Yeah, I think that the feminine is the perfect foundation for when it comes to spiritual ascension, because it gives you the unconscious understanding of your reality and the path that you're meant to walk, and having that, and then the masculine charge is very powerful to first cultivate that feminine intuitive knowing, that faith, you could say, and then being able to be receptive. That's what it is. That's what I was looking for. Receptivity. Cultivate your ability to receive, and then your ability to project. And then you will always be able to draw in the things that you want, because you're doing one, you're setting an intention, right? But before you set the intention, your intention is to receive what is meant. So if you're always receiving what is meant and then projecting your intention, that's what I consider a source vampire to be. All the time, this is what my energetic field or system feels like. It feels like I'm pulling in energy while pushing all the time, constantly, creating an oscillation. And then I program the oscillation, I program my aura to then only magnetize the things in which I desire, and then to reject anything that does not serve me, that does not empower me. So feminine, masculine, feminine. Thank you for saying that, Zach. General mosquito spray. Also, Zach, feel free bring up anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, guys, also actually the Real Black Magician. I recommend you guys follow him on TikTok. Almost forgot the word TikTok. Follow him on TikTok. Really, really good magician, really source magician. You can definitely tell by his content just watching a few videos. So just shouting out the brother right there. Go check him out on TikTok. Feel free to leave your links, Zach, if you're able to. Just letting you know. Garl er still. I'm just gonna go with the first one. Garl, General Mosquito. I ordered to increase your masculine. You must first heal and cultivate your feminine energy. Oh, hey, General. It sounds like General Mosquito. It sounds like someone's ordering you to do something. What you gonna do, General Mosquito? What you gonna do? He says thank you. But yeah, that sounded very empowering, Garl. Thank you for that. I understand you are a feminine, correct? Um, I feel like you're doing exactly what the feminine needs to. For myself, the feminine is very empowering, right? I really love women and I love being around women. And it's always whenever a feminine says, like you said, I order to increase your masculine, you must first heal. It's like it isn't until usually a feminine asks a masculine to heal that they'll actually heal. I remember even yesterday there was a feminine in my life, and she said, like, like, hey, you got this. And I already knew I had it, but to have that verification of a feminine telling me that I had it just made my heart feel really good. So, thank you. I'm grateful we have that feminine essence in this chat. Feel free to, hey guys, invite your friends, invite your family, invite your cousins, invite your pizza man. Let's have a fucking party. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, and then Garld said, yes, Mammon, awesome Infernal. Mammon is a very Mammon has taught me a lot about the has taught me a lot in general. You are right, Garl. Very awesome Infernal to work with. He's taught me a lot about wealth and abundance magic, right? Also, just to throw this out there, me and Eldoria Crow should be going live sometime soon. Not sure when, but we will be talking about Lord Mammon and us, and also Clonic, and I believe wealth creation magic. This is something that I've also been practicing or understanding for about 4 years, almost 5 years. These next few months with Mammon, right? Mammon actually literally completely obliterated my poverty mindset and helped me to and brought me into the upper echelon of wealth creation, helping me to understand what money is. And then from understanding what money was, that led me on a journey of understanding what prosperity is. And then with Belial, working on business and understanding what business is, and understanding what entrepreneurship is, and understanding how do you make 2K a month, how do you make 10K a month, right? Mammon, I want to be honest with you guys, if I didn't work with Mammon, I wouldn't have understood wealth or wealth creation, money, prosperity. I wouldn't have understood these things so in depth. So I know that I'm also working on a Mammon course, a Mammon ebook, and we also have a Mammon wealth group right tonight for anyone that wants to tap in. So the reason why, also just throwing it out there, you guys, why I have group rights is actually to bring people together. So every time someone orders a group right, whether it be for Belial, Mammon, the Fate and Destiny rights, the Satan group rights, in a sense, I'm trying to bring us all together so that we can path work. That's what these rituals, these group rites are. So the first week, whenever you guys choose to tap into that, the first week you're learning, you're tuning into the energetic current. I'm giving you the gnosis that you need, whether it be with Belial, whether it be with Mammon, right? Because you can build business with Belial. You can understand wealth and prosperity with Mammon. You can embrace my fate and destiny readings as well as ritual, and that will open the ways through myself and my own daemon and the spirits that I work with, where I'm able to attune you to your destiny. What I'm doing is merely opening the way. You have to follow the path. You have to walk through the gate. I am merely the gate keeper. I'm merely keeping the keys to the gate. And I open the gates for those that wish to take a step forward. Yeah, that the Mammon course will be coming out. It really depends on the path working. I'm very close to getting to the final part of this 5-year working. I remember Mammon literally telling me this is good. Like it was a psychic intuition. Like this is going to be 5 years. This is going to be 5 years. And completely these past 2 years, my mind, I would feel my mind when working with Mammon go through so many transmutations because wealth accumulation is no joke. Wealth, the fact that most don't have money, what does that mean? Why is that? That's because money, and I talked about this last live stream, which will be, these will be going on the Patreon soon, you guys. I'm letting Patreon ritual also on the 31st of this month, throwing that out there, you guys, where I'm doing a huge content dump these next few days of everything that was needed. I didn't know why I wasn't uploading, and then I just filmed these last 2 videos, and it all makes sense now. I was always building what I needed to release, and now it's, whether it be the journey of wealth accumulation, whether it be understanding the Qliphoth and my completion of the Qliphothic trials, not that you're ever really done, but at least the solidification, a lot has been transpiring, especially in reality. My whole reality is shifted over and over again. And it feels like I'm being divinely guided somewhere. I egotistically wanted to attach to a lot of things. I wanted to attach to money. I wanted to attach to friends or people. I wanted to attach to my animals, right? I even lost an animal pretty recently. Life was a lot of trials that I had to accept. I had to be receptive to the journey. And if I wasn't, I definitely would have been torn apart by the journey. So this is also why I want to be here for those that wish to understand the Qliphoth, those that wish to understand the nature of the occult. So feel free to ask questions. We got 10 people in here, you guys. If we could get 10 likes as well, maybe 10 questions. Let's see what's up. We'll continue though. Thank you, Golden JG. Oh wow, that Mammon course sounds lit. Yeah, we're gonna it will be a big course that I'm condensing at the moment. There's a lot to it that I know I can cut out and still have it be really effective. And there's some secrets. I don't really keep secrets, right? But this knowledge was very painful to obtain. I actually, even obtaining this knowledge, had to go through homelessness. It wasn't exactly homelessness, but it was actually the trial. The Infernal will test you. They will actually make sure that you don't get wealth sometimes. This happened to myself. And they strip away the wealth from you, making sure you don't get it, just to see what you'll do. How do you function when you can't bring wealth into your life? Right? And then from that, I started to build business. I started to embrace what I had more. I started to understand that time is the most valuable thing that exists. Time and money are heavily linked together. Time and money are heavily correlated, right? Because it's actually money that was, and as I say this, it's 1111 in the live stream. Guys, throw up some ones if you desire, if you'd like to tap into the current. And money takes away your time. So the more that you have to take your time, they take your time. You either have to make more money to buy your time back, or use the time that you have to create wealth for yourself. If you stay in your 9 to 5, you're never going to get out. You must at least have 1 to 2 forms of income other than a 9 to 5 by, let's set a goal for ourselves, you guys. Have at least 1 to 2 forms of income by the end of 2024. Why not? Test yourself, push yourself. Let me know what kind of businesses you guys create. This is also what the group rights are for. I'm someone that I've built business. I've learned different ways of wealth accumulation. I wish to give this to the people that embrace either the Patreon or the group rights, or want to buy the private rituals or the ritual video. So there's a lot of ways that you guys can grow through my free content, such as these live streams, ask questions, as well as my paid for content or even consultations. You can also learn a lot from a one-on-one consultation. So I highly recommend those as well. Okay, so Belial has been coming through a lot of other people to communicate with me lately. You being one of those people, most definitely, real black magician. Yeah, I just met a few feminine essences that are pretty much priestesses of Belial. So I feel you completely, Zach. Belial's been bringing a lot of people to me as well, and that's also I've been working with him for a while. I stopped, but then he's like, "Hey, let's build business together," and I was like, why not? Like, let's do this." Um, I never wanted to be a businessman, but I found out it's actually my soul path and destiny. One day I was pondering, how am I going to better myself in business, right? Actually, this is a story. That's a lot better, you guys. I was thinking to myself, how am I going to better my business? And out of nowhere, someone was setting up a stage. It was actually these people from a church, right? And this actually happened when I was at Thaumael. A lot of things happened. I happened to be at the beach this day. So they're setting up a stage. And then out of nowhere, this guy, he comes up to me and he says, "Hey, we're building a stage. Do you want to rap? Do you want to rap? You want to rap? Who likes rap, right? Rap music." And he didn't know me. I didn't know this dude, right? He didn't know me, but he came up to me and he asked me if he said, hey, later we're going to be playing beats. We have a friend on guitar playing guitar. Why don't you rap with us? Right? Because they even had like a free stage, like Anyone could rap. But it was funny because that day, for myself, another business that I have, two of them, is a media production agency, right? This is a Sony Alpha 4. I shoot high quality videos for rappers, artists, influencers. Right now, I'm actually building a herbal diffuser brand in my local town. And this is just something that I decided to do as an occultist. I wanted to drop the occult persona, right? Because even at Thaumael, different deities kept saying, life is the occult. Why do all of you guys call yourself occultists if life is the occult? If your life is magical, why call yourself a magician? If you're a witch, just be a witch, right? So I started to take down the occult narrative and pick up the entrepreneurial narrative, right? Seeing in what ways I can use my abilities to grow these businesses. I am a psychically gifted individual that wishes to acquire wealth. So I picked up a high value skill, and then I started to grow it. I started to call businesses, I started to call companies, and then I started to ask for a piece of paper for my skill, right? For my wisdom, they're giving me a piece of paper. And that's how I started to do social media for people, right? I happened to meet someone at a local farmer's market where I buy my produce, where I buy my food, and I started to do social media for him. So it just happened to be I was at this beach for a social media event that I was filming for him at, and I thought that it was so synchronistic that they came up to me and started talking about rap, because rap is my life. That's the one thing that I do easier than anything else. I can do the occult, I can do magic, I can do consultations, I can do rituals, I can do spells, I can build business. But the one thing that I love more than anything is music. I love to rap, I love to sing, I love to scream, I love to play music in my band, right? These are the things that if I could just do all the time, I would do. And he comes up to me and he gives me a prayer, right? I won't say no to free energy. It's free energy. And he gives me a prayer. And then at the end of the prayer, he didn't know I was working on a business. He didn't know that I was trying to better understand what I was creating. Oh, hey, good night, Zach. Have a good night, brother. No, you got to do your stuff. I just want to say shout out to Real Black Magician again. Guys, go follow him on The Real Black Magician on TikTok. Really good content. Good night. Hey, have a good night, brother. And he came up to me and he gave me this prayer. And then he said to me, "You're going to be a great business leader. You're going to be a great business coach." For me, I'm on the border. I don't give a fuck about business. I love entrepreneurship, but I don't really care about business. But the thing is, I started to realize that that's the one thing I feel this world also needs is someone that's willing to help others to build business in the most unique ways. You guys, us as occultists, us as magicians. Oh, you're talking to your friend. Okay, RBM. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay. Just making sure. Okay, okay. Okay. But this is what I think that we need right now is not just occultists and not just occultist create it's good that we do spells, it's good that we do rituals, but you guys, we're greater than that, right? Like the occultists run the world. The 1%, the 2%, we are the same as them. If you're not looking at yourself in this light, that you are the elite, that you can build a business and scale it to multi six figures, you can scale it to 100K, $1 million if you so believe that you can. This is something that even look at BlackRock. The owner of BlackRock at one point went broke. He even went bankrupt. BlackRock, if you look into them, they own everything. They're in so many crypto scandals as well. They're really trying to flood the decentralized market and profit off of it. The way that you're going to liberate yourself is by building a business. A business is a vehicle of ascension. This is something that Belial has helped me to understand, that when you build business, the way that you build it, it makes you a better individual. It makes you smarter, more intelligent. It makes you more personable, right? It makes you better at communication, networking, all these high value skills that you can use to build your own network, your own business, your brand, a community. So just think about that, you guys. Just think about businesses. Think about the things that you wish to create. And I definitely, so Golden JG, that's beautiful. Monetize your tarot skill. And then also, I do recommend creating another form of business also for your mundane life as well. And that's two forms of income that as you're scaling your tarot business, which in the beginning it might not get as many as you want, but definitely manifest that, manifest high amounts of sales for yourself. I hope that you do. And then also by having this other business, try to, a normal business that can sell a lot so that you can then make money off of that and fully go into your tarot skill as a venture to acquire skill and ask for reviews in the beginning of that venture. It was great being here. Great night. Okay, Carl. Okay. It was great being here. Great night, everyone. Thank you for this live. Thank you, the Real Black Magician, Zach, for letting me know about this live. Oh, that's beautiful. Have a good night, Garl. I believe she already left. Thank you, Zach, for letting people know about the live stream. Also, Conscious Identity, if you're still here. What's up, Conscious? How's your night been going? Oh, that's beautiful. Most definitely. That's and Golden JG, that would also be something that I would have told my older self, because I went straight into conscious coaching, I went straight into tarot, and I really wish that I first also built up a normal business and then scaled both of them at the same time. Right now for myself, drop shipping is something that I'm doing on the side of the occult, as well as day trading. The more that I embrace this journey, I'm trying to see where it also leads me, and the more economically evolved or independent that I become, that I'm trying to use that wealth to come on live more, to just give you guys gems on how to evolve your life. So I'm glad that could help. Hey, that's good. Conscious Identity. Oh, nice seeing you too. Hope you're having a beautiful night. Okay. Real Black Magician. Who invited to the okay. I was thinking about calling XXX Tentacion Spirit in necromancy. I've heard that X is so I worked with X a lot, and then actually me and Eli, but I remember he confirmed this. X already incarnated. Um, he's already transitioned, but you can work with XXX Tentacion, right? You can work with the persona, that the holographic projection that he left, but him along with Little Peep have transitioned. So the energy is already taken new form, but the aspect of themselves that is still here, or you can communicate with, yes, most definitely is there. Yeah, I feel him a lot as well. Um, Jess, word, music. Oh, what's up, Jess? What's up, family? Welcome to the Occultcat fam. How's your night been? Jess. Astral imprint. That's a good way of defining it, is the way that you use that. He says, I believe when people leave a strong influence in the world, you can work with their astral imprint. And most definitely, it's usually the astral imprint that remains for a very long time. And usually that's also what works with people as the soul continues to progress and move on. I know that there's aspects of my Daemon, there's aspects of my self that have already died, but I have communed with them, seeing them as also aspects of this reality that others can communicate with as well. So that's very what you said with the astral imprint was very, very strong. Uh let's actually, so earlier we were actually going to do a guided meditation. So let's actually do that right now. And we will be exploring with Thoth in the halls of Amenti. So anybody that wants to tap into this ritual, this guided journey or visualization, please put 222, and we will begin in just a moment. So we're going to be doing a journey session. This is something that I actually provide when it comes to occult consultations. If someone wants to journey, that is an aspect of it that I also will do. Zach was also talking about Thoth earlier, so I definitely felt Thoth's energies come up very heavily. And then anybody else, feel free to just join later on. It seems that it is I and Zach, so let's do this. Clear. Oh, and Marzocco. What's up, Marzocco? What's up, family? Apologies on that. I was answering, I think I was saying a story when you came. I saw that you said, hey, Atanu. So what's up, Marzocco? Glad to see you here, brother. Glad you tuning into the guided meditation as well. Oh yeah, have a good one, General Mosquito. Yo, I feel that. Have a beautiful night, brother. Good seeing you. Thank you for being here. That's dope. So okay, also Golden JG. We also got conscious identity. So you guys, so the way that this works is, if you feel it, let me know. Okay. We don't always know how these things are gonna go, but let's just start. We're just gonna center our energy. I'm going to do a little bit of a dragon breath. In and out through the nose, and then hold. Okay, so before we do this, um, let us call forward the dragons, for I raise this room into a sacred space, elevating the vibration and raising the frequencies so as I can better manifest the spirit in this temple and arena of sorcery. For as we raise, oh, that's beautiful. Oh, dude, yeah. Fila is able to come through. Speaking of the dragon, yo, the red dragon, it appears. We raise this room into a sacred space, elevating the vibration and raising the frequency so as we can better manifest. So now, oh, some call us. He used to call himself the Red Dragon. That's why I said that. So now, as we, okay, yeah, actually, let's. I'm also. I can already feel actually a lot of energies. This actually. I linked someone as well. So let us start with the conjuration. Through your imagination, you can either imagine a deity standing beside you. Let this through the highest source, whatever being is standing next to you, beside you, whoever you feel, whether it be Thoth, maybe it's Horus, maybe it's King Paimon, maybe it's Hecate. Whatever guide appears with you is the one that is closest to your soul at this current moment. We see ourselves in a desert. It is very vast in nature. That as you picture yourself in this desert, we are all now walking along the road. We are standing beside each other. You see the other people of the live stream. There is no separation. Everything is connecting us. Everything is connecting you. You are connected to your guides. There is no separation. They want me to say that because many get depressed, they feel alone because they feel a separation. There is no separation. You are always with your highest self. You are always with your daemon and your guides, if you so choose to be with them. That now, as we along this trail, we are now turning and we see this pyramid. Hey, what's up, Eli? Hey, what's up, family? Oh, this is beautiful. We're on a guided visualization, imagination, and a journey. So if you wish to participate or just be with the energies, We are imagining this pyramid, and that as we are walking, hey, that's all. Thank you, thank you. As we are walking up these stairs, we are seeing a corridor. This corridor is very long in nature. You see torches on the sides. You see Hecate appear in front of you, holding a torch, leading all of us forward as a group, as we. Oh, that's okay, beautiful. And we're going actually into the halls of Amenti, Eli. So as we are moving forward, we get to the door. I can't get you to step through it. I can't make you. That's not my job. My job is to lead you to the door so that you choose, if you so do wish and will it to be, you are the one that has to choose to step through the door into this greater new reality. By choosing to step through the door, you are accepting that you wish to embrace your highest destiny and fate through your highest source and true will. Now, in your left hand is a key. Put the key into the door, turn the door, open it, and push through it. As you push through it, we are now taken into this chamber where there's many sarcophaguses, you could say. Now, as you are led to each sarcophagus, you will know which one is yours. For you are an eternal, limitless being of the highest source. You have chosen to play this game, this simulation, the simulacra of choice. That as you choose to lay back down in your sarcophagus, it's in these moments you are stepping back into your daemon, you're stepping back into the thing that you entered into this body with. The vehicle in which you accessed this realm was through the halls of Amenti. Now that as you enter back into the vehicle and the vessel in which you entered into this reality with, what will then start to happen is images are played to you. Your daemon is seen in front of you and with you. This is the holographic pod chamber in which you accessed in order to come into this game. Now, oh, hey, Brittany. Oh, hey, it's glad to see you here. We are doing a guided meditation to the halls of Amenti with Lord Thoth. So that as you are in this chamber, embracing your source, for you guys, you don't have to talk about it, but what are you experiencing within your own simulation, within your own self? It's in this timelessness that you always were and you never left. But since embracing and choosing to go into the game, there's a reason why you are here. There's a reason why you are playing this game. We have, me, Thoth, Hecate, have brought you back to your origins to show you who you are. From embracing this simulation, this soul matrix, everything has brought you back into your being. Now it is from this existence you have downloaded the codes. You have downloaded your being. You've downloaded your true self. More of yourself is being unlocked. Hey, what's up, Lloyd? Glad to see you here, brother. Now we will go into this next phase of the journey. What did you learn while you were with yourself? What did you learn? Because now your past lives, your past self, your daemon, your higher self, one of these beings is going to now come forward to greet you. You are now going to walk down this forest with whatever personification chose to meet you, chose to greet you, whether it be a deity, a past life, could even be a past lover, a soul lover. For these few moments, continue to walk forward and to commune with that reflection of yourself and talk to this reflection and see what you can learn from it. Okay. As you walked with that reflection, what did it show you? What did it say? In these moments, you are being connected to the deepermost layers of your subconscious. For myself, my reflection was my daemon, Atanu. And he was telling me, assuring me that I'm here for a reason, despite what I might know it to be, is not what matters, but it's about following the path and seeing where it's leading me, where I'm being guided. So in these moments, as we venture forward, I want you to take this time to commune with yourself and to download, to integrate, to program your intentions, your desires into your subconscious mind. What is it you are trying to manifest? What are you trying to bring into your life? Embrace this in the most pure and authentic way. Who are you at the most authentic state of your own being? Use these moments to raise your awareness. Imagine, visualize, and see. And just as you do that, what we will now do to continue or to finish this working is that now all of us are able to be free astral projecting. What I recommend that we do is astral project to the future vibration of who you are at the end of this game. As you are astral projecting to the future vibration, or you could say the feeling, go to the end of your reality. Go to the end. Who or what is your scene? What is your narrative? What are you doing 10, 20 years from now? Try to feel that, imagine it, visualize the future, and then pull it into the now by taking on the vibration of your future self. So that as you have your daemon and your past lives, you now have your future self. Now, bring them all into the now. Your past, pull it into the now. Your future, pull it into the now. Embody that vibration that always was. And then I believe it's called collapse the wave particle and then superimpose that desired reality over this one, shifting into that reality through feeling. And then solidify that vibration, solidify that feeling, and know that you are every day from this point moving outward. Everything will happen as it is needed for you to become your greatest version. You are now no longer in the dark, but now you have faith and you are persisting in the manifestation, knowing that whatever scene you saw, you were being led up until that scene. Now we will end this guided journey by thanking first everybody that participated. Thank you guys for being a part of this. Thank you, Lord Thoth. Thank you, Horus. Thank you, Hecate. And all the spirits that were present. We are grateful for your guidance. We're grateful for your wisdom. Now we will close out this ritual, this journey, and we will now, as we've solidified all these energies, bring them to manifest. Abracadabra, abracadabra, abracadabra. For as it is, and so it is done. For may now all that we have manifested come into fruition, come into creation as the vision that we see and as we become who we are meant to be. Namaste. Okay. Woo! that was really fun, you guys. Thank you for being a part of this, everyone that was. I see Eli, I see the real black magician. I see Lloyd was here. I see Brittany. Happy birthday, Brittany. Happy birthday. Unless it's already passed. But still, happy birthday, Brittany. Glad to see you here. Hey. Great energy. Yo, I'm glad that we were able to do this. I haven't been able to be as live as my. Hey, you still got 13 minutes. Oh, guys, wish Brittany a happy birthday. Um it's her birthday, and just hey, I'm glad that you could be a part of this. Thank you for that, Brittany. You could be doing anything else with your birthday, and you're choosing to be here. Thank you, Eli, for saying great energy stimulate. Hey, I try to provide that. Hey, yo, this chat's beautiful, you guys. This chat is beautiful. Also, I want to say shout out to yo, okay, so there's a real squad on here from TikTok. You guys go shout out to Brittany. Go follow her on TikTok. She is what's your TikTok, Brittany? It's Lotus. Also shout out to Eli. Thank you for being in here, brother. I don't think I've seen you in that many lives, but the fact that you got to tune in. He also has a TikTok. You guys go follow Eli. We got a lot of good people in here, good magicians, good sorcerers. Eli's is Eli Aaron Mercury. Now, is there hey Brittany, is there anything that you want to talk about, or is there anything that's been on your mind? And then anybody else that is here, is there any questions that you guys have? It's not just me, but we also do have a few other magicians, source magicians that also, if I can't answer everything, we have a lot of wisdom in this chat, most definitely. Oh yeah, real black magician. Yeah. That's Brittany. She's Lotus of the Dragon. And just as we, I guess, get into those things, Brittany, if you have a question, feel free to ask. Just to clarify, what is a daemon in reference to something within self? Heard you say that multiple times. Okay, so Golden JG. This is something for people that are a part of. I've been live streaming probably the past 2 years. My first 6 months to 9 months of live streaming were pretty much me talking about the true will, the daemon, and the magnum opus. So, in a sense, your daemon is the being in which you embody. It is your interdimensional vehicle and vessel for or interdimensional travel. So what do I mean by this? The daemon is that which you incarnated as, right? Like when you see Satan or Belial or Zazel or even Horus, right? These are personifications of what we perceive as higher beings, higher intelligences, right? So, although, yes, we can connect to higher intelligences, you are a higher intelligence. You possess a higher intelligence, which is known as a daemon. The daemon to the Egyptians in that same way to the, or as well, the Greeks, they viewed it, the word itself means guiding spirit. So a daemon is merely a guiding spirit. So you have a daemon within yourself, which is the being that, when you think of a soul and reincarnation, which I have a video on reincarnation, we reincarnate over and over again. But not many people ask, what is that aspect of ourself that is reincarnating, right? So the daemon, which for myself is Atanu. Atanu incarnated and then took on a body and then died and then took on another body. So the daemon is that which we incarnated into, and it's also the being in which, when we awaken through, whether it be the tree of life, the Sephiroth, or the tree of death, the Qliphoth, you're going to be awakening different aspects that lay dormant of your own daemon, of your own deified self. So when in magic, I'm referring to the daemon and I'm talking to you guys about it, I'm referring to not just you, I'm not just speaking to your ego, but I'm speaking to the God self within you that needs to be shaken up, that needs to be awakened. Whether if it's already awakened, if it's already awakened, then it's more receptive to this flow. I hope that could answer. I hope that answered your question. Haha. Well, I just woke up from a nap, just there listening to it. Nice to listen to others talk for once. I feel you, Brittany. uh, Soul Star. Soul Star is a very powerful center, especially if you're grounded. If you're grounded, it's a lot more powerful if you have the Earth Star also. Because I remember when I was working on the Soul Star so much, I would be getting all this interdimensional feedback, right? I would be getting so much about like alien kind, just like imagery. But then when I started to activate the Earth Star, I was able to ground it like a conduit of energy. So yeah, as long as you are grounded in that endeavor. That's just throwing that out there. Oh, okay. Let's look at what Eli put. Yo, Eli's breakdowns, you guys, are phenomenal. Like he's able to get so much from everywhere and then condense it into, like, I just have to say like what Thoth does with universal laws. But let's look at this. Let's look at this. Your daemon equals your astral body slash middle point between your higher self. Yes, I remember when Eli was breaking this down to me, and because I always felt there was a higher self, and you even said that in the breakdown. I thought that I was like, okay, that makes so much sense. The highest self, that's what it was, equals the source equals God, and this is what Eli's saying, equals infinite plus eternal energetic awareness. And then he showed me a diagram. I don't know if he released it, but what he told me about pulling in energy and then focusing it all on yourself, that was a linking variable that I didn't, I knew it was a thing, but I didn't understand it was that easy. And then when Eli broke it down, it just made so much sense. Pull all this energy into you, right? And sometimes it's not until you have someone tell you, like, hey, this exists, like this is effective, that you actually start to really feel that. So like a shaman, Eli was actually able to tap me on the third eye and open up my energetic awareness to perceive something that I could do, but I was limiting myself because I wasn't choosing to either cognizantly or consciously do it. So I just want to say thank you for that. Thank you for the breakdown as well. Yes, the power and the ground. Yes, the power and the ground. Yeah, layers. The layers. That's what he was saying. The layers of it. That's Eli. You really taught me how to peel back the energetic layers of this reality, and also, I just want to throw out the main thing that I've learned from Eli is to be the adversary's adversary. Eli, when you said that to me, or when you said that in general, I thought that was so powerful because it's like so many people in this community are like, I'm the devil, I'm Satan, all these things, but it's like truly not many people embody the adversary of the adversary. And that's just, I just want to say that that's very new, new to me in understanding. So thank you for that. Guys, Eli is really wise. I just want to throw that out there. Wise for his years. Not that age doesn't matter with anything. It's always soul. It's always your soul age. Real black magician. Yes, Eli is incredible. I like the word incredible. That's a perfect word. And then we got Junie. We are the black magician. The real black magician just said that. And then we got Junie. The energy surrounding this live is electric, constant flow of good vibrations. That's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you, Junie. Thank you on that. Good energy to you, my friend. I'm dropping a new video on YouTube tomorrow about karma that talks about how we are God and how our awareness is infinite and eternal manifestations. Our reality is not just about karma. That, guys, look forward to that video. That's actually something karma. Yeah, a lot of people talk about karma, but they don't. It's like they fit it into the box of, oh, you do bad things and bad things happen. But then karma has to do with the cycle of reincarnation. Karma has to do with a lot of things that people don't, they just don't talk, like they don't incorporate it into it, but it's so vast. Um, but how all is one and we are God, the source. Thanks to real black magician and Atanu. Most the A, the brotherhood. We got the brotherhood. Um, guys, I'm not like this is a lot of electric energy. This is beautiful. I can feel it right here. I had like a near death. I injured my nerves in my face through doing something. And when I feel a lot of good energy, I always feel it flush to right here where there's pain, and I just start to feel it heal. That's how I know there's a lot of good healing energies here right now. I just want to throw that out. That's where disconnection is. Oh, that's where A disconnection is electrically, energetically. We are either too grounded or searching for too much power. Brittany, thank you for saying that. Brittany, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people that search for way too they're always trying to accumulate way too much. I was doing that especially in the beginning, and they're not grounding. But then there's some people that are like grounding, so I need to ground, I need to ground, grounding so much they're not able to reach those higher heights. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for that. Okay, yeah. Right. It's like in the moment that information becomes activated. And then Eli says, "Yes, I got you, bro. We ascended together." That's what I love is when people are able to give, not exactly give. What's the word? Synergize. They're able to synergize energies and come together. It's like that saying, when two people come together in the name of God, um, God's more amplified. I believe that it's something like that. God is more amplified. So it's like the fact that all of us are focusing on the source or a source, we're able to amplify all of this energy. All is one, all is mind, as within, so without. That's my boy. We have to challenge one another. We have to challenge one another. What is that pertaining to? Exactly. Just wondering. But you are right. It is good to challenge. I know I definitely evolve more through a challenge than just being told something. Like the fact that things challenge our ego, right? It has to challenge your ego so that you can evolve. You when faced with something that challenges you, it creates cognitive dissonance, right? So it actually makes you have to understand it, or it's like you just don't know, so you're like, what is this? But until you do understand it, it's a challenge. So the more that you can integrate what you are searching for, rather than even fighting it, you can integrate that gnosis or that wisdom in your being. But you have to let go of the limitations, the lack, the doubt. Um, it's the source. Yes, I have the book of rights. Oh, wait, 1 second, Eli. I give my thanks to Thoth, Kali, Hermes, and many others unnamed for their guidance. Why are they unnamed? No, I'm joking. But most definitely, shout out to Thoth, shout out to Kali Ma. Kali's been coming up a lot lately, Eli. Hermes, I like the energies that you listed. Those are especially especially Thoth and Kali. Um, Marzocco, I have the book, The Rites of Lilith from Asenath Mason. How has that book been? Um, I haven't read any of Asenath Mason's work, honestly. Um, it's the source energy. Um, but I actually haven't seen Rites of Lilith one. I wonder what that one's. Yeah, how has it been? I wonder what that one's like. Yo, shout out to Lilith. Shout out to the girl. Um, there are distorted views on karma. Yeah, that's something I actually wish to understand karma a lot more. Yet I'm new to your channel, but I'm not going anywhere. I love it. Oh, thank you, Junie. Oh, I hope you're having a beautiful night. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you. I'm glad you could be here. Um, and welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Occultcat family. You part of the fam. We in the dojo. We in the temple right now. So bask in the temple energies. We are black brothers, literally. Yeah. We're literally, it's like, hey bro, how black are you? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But the black brotherhood, the black sisterhood. Actually, let's talk about that just for a second. What is it to be a black brother? What is it to be a black sister from the perspective in which I'm saying right now? Well, you can see that we have some feminines in this chat. You see that we have masculines in this chat. You see that we're all synergizing with each other in our energies. In my opinion, a black brother is someone that embraces, or a black sister, a sister. These beings are people that you meet along your path that also embrace the same energies as you, whether it be source energies, whether it be the infernal divine. You're going to meet different people along your journey, whether they say that they work in the occult or not. But the way that you're going to know who they are, usually if it's a feminine, they will say, or say if you're a feminine with a feminine friend, they will call you sister. It will feel different. There will be some energy to it, right? Like say if you're a feminine working with Lilith, and then you start to work with, or then your friend starts to work with Lilith, maybe Lilith says to her or says to you, call her sister. Call her sister. Say sister, right? the way that this happened for me is that Belial, that different beings would say, brother, call them brother. That's brother, brother, right? And because I was working with an energy that trusted me, trusted the other person, the source brought us together through a certain energy, through a certain current of energy. And you know that it's a brother or a sister because they, in some way, show connection. They show gratitude. They show wanting to help. They want to help you evolve. They're not just trying to keep you stuck. They're not just like everybody else, 111 in chat or 111 in the live. They're not like everybody else. Their agenda is to empower you in some way while also empowering themselves. We come together like a coven to feed off each other, to empower each other. It's like a group of masculines that all choose to come together and create wealth. You're going to have a powerful group of individuals make a lot of money. That those are all brothers, or a group that comes, sisters, a coven, feminines that come together to help each other, or masculines and feminines that come together to help each other. So know that we have brothers here, we have sisters here. We are all unified in our intention to reach the source and to strengthen our intention in this matter as well. So just throwing that out there. Hey, thanks on that, Black Magician. The Black Magician says, Junie, we're all glad to have you here. Welcome. Atanu's a great teacher. Oh, thank you on that. Thank you on that, Zach. Zach's also, guys, like this dude's healing is next level. His evolution is next. To see where Zach has came from, where a lot of us have came from, but where Zach, I just want to say, dude, you inspire me just being you. Like to come from a path of, I'm not speaking for you, right? But destruction, and to transmute that and to want to heal other individuals. That's powerful, brother. That's powerful. Thank you for going through that path and actualizing yourself when most do not. That takes skill, that takes courage, that takes letting go of your ego, letting go of your pride in a way that challenges you. You really let go of these things that were no longer serving you. And I just want to ask, how do you feel from your own evolution? How do you feel from your own growth and where you came from? You don't have to respond in the chat, but just, to reflect. Because the greatest teachers come from the most learning, from the most wisdom, and you're definitely a wise individual. So I just wanted to say that. Oh, thank you on that. Hey, remember to leave a like. Oh, thank you on that. Hey, Eli, you guys, we gotta get a ritual going one of these days where like all of us come together to provide some service, even if it's just source, you know what I mean? Like not a payment thing, but maybe in some way, you know what I mean? Like just throwing it out there. Even tonight, you guys, was a testament of a lot of our healing together, not just one of our energies, but all of us amplifying the energy to empower each other. Brittany says, yes, it's you cannot manipulate the power well without being just as grounded, as above, so below. Wow. And Eli also said, as above, so below. But what you said, you cannot manipulate the power well without being grounded. Yeah, I noticed this in the Qliphoth. I would work with heavy, intense primal energies, and I wouldn't be able to ground it. And I noticed that because I couldn't ground it, it would overload my circuit, my mind, and I couldn't do anything with the power. So for a lot of the time in my trials and going through the path, I wasn't exerting the energy the ways that I should have. And this is also why it is good when you are going through the Qliphoth as you're amassing all of this power to transmute that into things, whether it be resources, physically, spiritually, mentally, because you can transmute energy into, or power. You can transmute power into energy. You can transmute energy into power. You can transmute either of these things into almost anything. And that's influence at the end of the day. I learned I can. Okay, Lloyd. What's up, Lloyd? Hey. I learned I can get most things I want pretty easy, so I don't have to be so power hungry. But maybe I have problem with being too grounded. Yeah, maybe you reject power when you should accept it. Usually, those that don't want power or don't care are given the most power because they're trustworthy by the beings such as Hecate. Hecate is known to put you through the ringer, to put you through mass amounts of trials when you don't ask for them, when you don't want them, because she trusts you. Because she trusts you with the power. She trusts you to evolve, to become that person that can maintain power, that can transmute power into that which they desire. This is what's known as controlling chaos or transmuting chaos. The better you get at controlling your mind or learning the interweaving push and pull, the flow of your mind, you will get better at controlling chaos or transmutation in a sense. I'm glad to I'm glad you say empower people, but out here staying too much in the dark feminine and dark masculine versus light and feminine, I'm about being empowered, the balance. I'm glad you say empower. Yes, I was hoping you would talk about the Black Brother and sisterhood. And yeah, and when we do look at the sisterhood and the brotherhood, it is a astral order. A lot of us are infernal magicians or source magicians that are connected through, I mean, look at what the prophets were connected to, right? Like we have different people in here with different names of prophets, like Eli. Your name is the name of a prophet. Zach, your name is the name of a prophet. My name, O'Shea, Oshua, Oshea, and because of this connection, we are all bringing source in alignment and into this world. And that's why we should work together to help each other to embrace the source and become more powerful. The more that embrace source, the less suffering there is in this world. So I feel that it's almost our job, our duty, our destiny to embrace the source in full totality so that we can bring that to other people as well. But most importantly, embodying it within ourselves. Lloyd, yeah, Callie is very beautiful energy to work with. She helps a lot of people that are in the underworld to understand source. Um, and then Brittany again, what you were saying earlier. I'm glad you say empower people out here, staying too much in the dark, feminine and dark masculine versus light masculine and feminine. Oh, that's what you're saying. It's about empower the balance. Thank you for that. Yes. The Sephirothic, the celestial energy. It's not just about taking, but it's also about giving. Um, Zach is literally one of the most inspiring individuals I've ever met. I'm happy you said that for real. He deserves most definitely, Junie. Most definitely. Thank you for yeah, like that's so. Oh, see Zach, see the lives you are changing, brother. That's truly what matters. One of like I don't know if Junie's a guy or a girl, but I assume feminine. Junie, Zach, like literally, look at what Junie said. Zach is literally one of the most inspiring individuals I've ever met. That is one of the highest compliments I've ever heard. So I just want to throw that out there. Yeah, yeah, and then Eli, yes, most definitely, he most definitely does. He does inspire. You've inspired me as well, Zach, to want to more embrace Source. Because seeing you embrace Source, that was like a that was like a awakening to see that other people understand what Source is and to be a Source magician and to see the path that you have walked and that you've been through. And I think that I love to see people's stories. I love to see where they come from and to see that evolution, to see that growth. I always believe in the underdog because nobody does. But it's the underdog that has the most potential. It's the underdog that has the most potential. That's what makes them so strong, so powerful, because no one else believed they could, but they believed that they could at some point, 222. It was just 222 in chat. We throw the twos in there if you guys want. Um, I know Junie, you a girl. I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, but most definitely for real, Eli, guys, I wouldn't be here today as the same person, as the same source, if Eli actually didn't help awaken me along my journey. If he didn't help me to understand, like Eli, I mean, like truly, dude, I want you to know this. If you did not exist, if you did not walk the path that you did, I would not be the same. I probably would still be working with demons. I'd still probably only demons, right? Only the infernal. I'd probably still be used by them rather than knowing my own source, breaking pacts that were no longer serving me or needed, that were binding me, and then get out of hell rather than fumbling around in hell for multiple years. You were the first person that said you can get out. Like literally you can get out. And I was like, wait, you can get out? And then also you help one time I remember we were in a Discord and I was about to cross the abyss and you did a ritual or you did a passing of the torch. You gave me, I don't know whether this be you or Hecate, but you gave me a torch in some way that whether this be archetypal or a true astral torch at the time I didn't fully understand, but that I held that with me as I was crossing the abyss to have another black brother, to have a friend when I was crossing the abyss help me to understand it and didn't come against me, right? Because I know, like, guys, Eli, no joke, he's been through a lot of wars. And to have someone that not everybody chose to be as grateful for Eli's presence, a lot of people came against him. It really made no sense. Someone wanted to reach the source, they wanted to stop walking the old path that they walked. Their friends were like, no, you have to obey the demons and you got to be like us. And then Eli chose to break out of that matrix and become his own adversary. And in this, he even became the adversary of the adversary because he had to fight so many beings, or it was mostly humans, right? Trying to bind him. Me seeing that, Eli showed me how invincible we can be. There's some people that are so susceptible to a curse, you just say they're being cursed and they believe it. Eli was literally cursed by all these black magicians, and they still lost. Like fuck. Okay, but Eli, glad to have you here, brother. You are a strong, powerful individual serving your source, embracing your path and your journey, and just thank you for walking the path that you do, brother. I'm grateful that you're here. Oh, dude, yeah, but dude, those people, oh my God, bro, I saw you helped me understand so much. Hecate always believe, and then Lloyd says Hecate always believes in the underdog. That's my boy, because that's so true. Hecate always believes in the get it underdog, underworld pupper, hellhound. She believes in her dogs. We're her dogs. That's my dogs. What's up, my dog? You my dog, dog. Um, mm, I like what the real black magic. I like what you said, Zach. Yes, by dipping into the real low negative, we can ascend to enjoy the positive. So sometimes we are drug into our own hell so that we can create our own heaven. Because if you weren't drug into hell, you would have never had your illusions destroyed. And that's what hell is for. That's why Satan's name is Satanama. Satan's name comes from the Sanskrit word Satanama, which means endless truths or life, death, and rebirth. This is why he's a lord of the Qliphoth, because he shows you what? Life, death, and rebirth. He shows you your endless truths. But in order for you to be brought into your truths, you must be stripped away of all illusions, no longer serving you. So exactly what Zach or the real black magician says, you have to be dipped into the low negative, into hell, so that you can ascend and enjoy the positives of your reality. Create your heaven after you destroy yourself in hell. You destroy yourself because you're destroying the false ideals of yourself to find yourself and your truths. You're going to find yourself in hell to then get out of that and then create your own Edom, your own heaven. So that's exactly. Word. I became more balanced and powerful when I met Eli. There's let's throw that out there. Eli's got services, you guys. I believe this dude got. I believe Eli does consultations. Go check him out. He's changed my life. I'm a testimony. I'm a testament of that. Zach's a testament of that. The source. Eli's changed the source itself. Well, you have though. You have. Um, da, da, da. Without darkness, how would anyone ever find light? Junie, add me on Instagram for that. Occultcattv. That was beautiful what you said, Junie. Without darkness, how would anyone ever find light? That's why we are grateful for the darkness. That's why we are grateful for the challenges. That's why we are grateful for the trials. That's why we're grateful for anything that unaligns us, that shows us what we need to work on. That's what we learn in the darkness, is to truly see ourselves for who we are. So thank you for saying that. Hey, Eli says, I got you, bro. Thank you on that. Hey, you always do, bro. We all gotta fight for evolution, bro. Fight for yeah, you gotta fight. Yeah, you're right. Fighting for the evolution. Within darkness is a hidden pattern of light. Junie, this is what The real black magician is saying to Junie, within darkness is a hidden pattern of light, and within light, a hidden pattern of darkness. The yin in the yang in the yin yang. Oh, I don't. It's not on my phone. This is my background for now. I'm doing a divine cosmic reset, so I got zeros. Super G recommended this to me. Just throwing that out there, you guys. That's actually pretty cool. Or it's really been it's really helped me to reset my mind. Yin and yang. Eli is truly inspiring. Oh, mass gratitude, mass gratitude. Oh, we got the best fucking chat here. We got the best chat. Word MFs is looking like corpses nowadays. Oh my god. Oh, the real black magician. That is a real black magician right there. That is a real black magician. I'm glad I've helped you. The real black magician and others evolve, bro. Rise up, rise up. Hey, Eli's been through some shit, you guys. Most definitely, dude, truly, I look back and I'm like, damn, I'm grateful for everyone that I have no ego. Like, truly, I've learned from a lot of people. I know a lot of people hold me in a high mentor position or teaching role, but I wouldn't be a good teacher if I didn't choose to learn and if I didn't choose to always learn. So, guys, learn from other people, not just me. Learn from other people in the community. Everybody has a key to the puzzle, right? Understand your own key and see how it also works well with others. Networking. Embrace networking. Clapping hands, Junie. Clapping hands, the real black magician. Absolutely beautifully said. Amo. That's what's up. Always appreciated Atanu's sense of humor. Oh, bro, dude, yeah. When I'm not teaching, especially, I am. Oh my god, guys! I had my non-teacher mode. We will be just letting you know we will be. It has been 2.5 hours. We will be wrapping it up in a little bit. Also, just throwing it out there. We do have a Source Fate and Destiny group right tonight for anyone that wanted to be a part of that. I will be for anybody that is here and wants to be a part of it. I will be lowering it to 40. I'm hearing in my mind just $44 as well. Consultations. You get a consultation for also getting that group right. Email me at occultcattv@gmail.com. Anybody who stayed, $44. Just let me know. I'll have you added and we will get you booked for a consultation as well. Just on the house for that. I want you guys to embrace your greatest versions and reach the next level. So also, yeah. So I stepped out of teacher mode for a while, you guys, and I'm coming back to teaching. I was kind of a degenerate. It's kind of a degenerate. It was funny. It was like I studied and meditated and disciplined myself for so long that I was just like a part of me is like I just want to get fucked up. Like let's just get fucked up. And I just mean like I was just drinking wine, chose to hang out with some lovely ladies here and there and stuff like that. Going on some dates. Oh my god, I love going on dates with women. I'm single at the moment. Ladies, hit me up. No, but I'm on semen retention right now. But I'm going back to I'm going back to I was in meditation mode, training, and now I'm coming back to teaching again as I've gained stability and good foundation for myself. So I just wanted to throw that out there as well, you guys. I am coming back as a teacher. My whole life, just I'm eating healthier, I'm exercising, I'm meditating all the time. I was doing all that, and then I just stopped. I just chose to embrace the earth. I just truly chose to embrace that Satan energy and fully go into my body. I was eating meat all the time. I was just being pretty much of the earth, right? Now I'm back. I'm like eating just vegetables. I'm pretty like not vegan, but I'm vegetarian at the vegetarian. I eat meat here and there. Um, Always appreciate Atanu. Oh yeah, for real. We cut up pretty rank in our private convers. For real, we cut up pretty rank in our private conversations. Yeah, most definitely though. Yeah, we go pretty hard in that. Atanu's great off. Hey, thank you on that, brother. Eli talking about working with both angels and demons. I heard Archangel Raziel holds the secret to the universe. Is Eli talking about working with both? Ask Eli. Ask Eli on that question. I can't answer for Eli. But I know he has videos on that concept, on those concepts. I know he like go follow him on TikTok. Ask him right here. He's also right here. Just throwing that out there. Oh, okay, cool. So, and that was conscious identity that was talking about that. But yeah, like I know Raziel does. He's a really good healing energy. I don't work with angels as much anymore, but I do. I respect all beings. I love all beings. Raziel is definitely a healer. Golden JG. You mentioned that Eli helped you escape being trapped in hell or something similar. Yes, I wouldn't say consciously I was trapped, but my soul was definitely screaming out at that time. I was crossing the abyss, yes. And this can help when only working with demons. This happens, yes. So I was grounded in my ideology, which bound me to bound me to working with certain beings that didn't have my best interest. Some did. Satan always had my best interest, and I could see that. So it wasn't really like too much holding me down, but the people that, oh my god, the people that went against Eli, it's like you could see in their eyes they are possessed. They are just possessed. But yeah, let's continue the thing. When working with demons. Can you explain how this happens? Wondering so I can avoid this. Most definitely, Golden JG. That is why I'm here. Okay, so it happens the same way with angels as well. If you're in the Sephiroth and you just stick to working with angels and you don't embrace working with Apollo or a celestial entity or working with Satan, then you're going to be stuck in the light illusion. But it's in the same way that when you are in the Qliphoth, you are stuck in the dark matter. So you're stuck in what's projecting the light illusion. What happened for me is that, okay, so angels are angles of light. So they move like an angle. They move in patterns that are detectable, perceivable. Demons, does this remind you of anything when you work with demons? They're sporadic. They go everywhere. They're chaos, right? You ask a demon to manifest things for you, and it just does things, and then things happen, and it's like chaos, right? But it's also the transmutation of the chaos. So what was binding me is that, let's say, blood pacts. If you make a pact, I didn't make a pact for frivolous reasons, but if you make a pact that is just for money, like let's say the people that sell their soul for fame, for bitches, for money, all these frivolous things, those are the ones that are binding themselves to hell, and they don't even care to get out. They're just like, I just want money, dude. I was fucking poor. Like, I don't even give a fuck about my soul. Like, just fuck it here. So they'll go to different demons or Satan, and Satan will gladly take the soul. And this is something, Eli, I learned when you were where you were, and your videos were still online, so I was watching them. Something Eli said, and guys, go watch his old videos. Fire content, fire content, fire content. Eli talked about that when you sell your soul, what happens is that you get placed in the abyss. This makes so much fucking sense. This makes so much fucking sense. There's so many people that just don't give a fuck about their life. They just do whatever with their soul. They just put blood on whatever sigil. But yeah, so they get bound to the abyss. So what starts to happen is Qliphothic technology starts to kick in, limiting them from their source. As they're limited from their source, they now have to work with demons to tap into their own source. This is positive and negative in a lot of ways. I did this. I went very far into Azazel's source, where he really didn't tell me no. He didn't tell me to stop. No being really told me to stop. So at some point, I had to figure it out myself that I'm going in the wrong direction. This isn't me. And I knew that because I was using the demons as a scapegoat. Haha, Azazel scapegoat. Haha. And I wasn't thriving on my own source. Now, I'm actually pointing out a flaw in the occult community. There's many occultists that just truly depend on demons. That's all they're doing. They're just depend. It's like, of course you can get possessed and do fucking light things on fire with your fit. No, I'm joking. But of course you can manifest so much because you're using a different being. That's not you doing it. You are borrowing the energy. So now the difference between a demon user and a source user is that the source knows it's the source. So when I know I'm the source, I don't have to depend on another being. I don't have to depend on the demons leading me out of hell because I am Yeshua walking my way through hell as the source that knows who it is, what it is. Why do I need another being to verify, oh, you can only read minds if you work with me? Yeah, you can only manifest a Lamborghini if you go to Belial. But Belial is me. Belial is an aspect of me. I don't need Belial, but I can use him as a tool, as a conduit to reach the source. So how does one not get stuck in the Qliphoth? They know the source that they are, and they choose to embody it, and thus knowing that they are the source, they now reprogram the Goetia. They reprogram the angels. They reprogram the daemons. They reprogram Jehovah. They reprogram Samael. They reprogram all the beings that they were working with to now serve their divine will and source. And this is actually a cheat code. This is a hack because now, instead of you serving Belial or any other being, they now serve you, but it's through a loving connection where you love yourself, so therefore you love the other being, the other entity. And through that love, you will then ascend out of the hell realms by doing the healing. A lot of people are traumatized. The Qliphoth will traumatize you more and more countlessly to almost shell you, to almost get you to be part of the Qliphoth. I'm not saying that it doesn't want you to ascend, but there's challenges. There's, as you've heard many times, I'm sure, in the beginning of your occult journey, there's pitfalls that you can fall into, that many fall into. Masonry. Why would you go sign your soul? Why would you go sign up to some gentleman's club? They have secrets. What secrets do they fucking have? Just go talk to the beings that they talk to, and then get that information and that gnosis, and then become your own order, become your own Illuminati, become your own enlightened being. But it's the source. So once you know your source, you use your source and you develop a kingdom or an empire, just like Solomon did with your wisdom. Your wisdom is the key to your ascension. Use wisdom to climb your way out of the Qliphoth, but it's going to be through knowing your source. Don't make pacts that make a pact with a being saying you want to reach your highest source. Make a pact with the source. Talk to the source. And then through that source connection, you will always be led to the source. When you talk to the different daemons, command them, or when you make your pact, when you make your petitions, put the word source in there. Through the highest source, Belial, achieve or help me to achieve my greatest will. Even the word source in that was very powerful. How would we ever face our fears without the light? Brittany, thank you for that. How would we ever face our fears without the light? How would we face our fears without the light? Let's not give all the credit to the dark. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you for that. Because you're very true. You're very true. What's some what beings do you recommend to work with, Brittany? Just wondering. We've all been through some stuff. Me, you, and Zach. We're the warriors. We're here for evolution. That's my boy, most definitely. That's my boy. You can always bounce back. If anything, let us teach you that, you guys. You can always bounce back. Most people went through what Eli, they'd be in a ball under their bed still. Dude, I was thinking, yeah, no, literally, if guys, like, you gotta know the path that we walk. Yeah, most definitely. I tell, hey, great live, bro. I gotta sleep. Peace. Hey, have a beautiful night, Eli. Right as we say that, dude, sirens are going off outside. Hey, thank you for being a part of the live. It was good seeing you. Good seeing you here, brother. Can't wait to talk to you soon. Have a good night. That was also confirmation. I think the sirens, we did a good job. Or just, oh wait, yep. Oh, I didn't see this. Okay. I love you. Oh, Lloyd always says that. Okay, bye. I love you. Bye. I love you. Thank you. Okay, and then Brittany, the real black magician. As we, okay, or June. Okay, wait. Where are we? Oh, okay. 50 curses. Oh my gosh. Tell yeah. The Marine Corps challenged me in ways no Infernals ever could. Maybe that's why they chose. Maybe that's why they reached out to you, Brittany. They're like, hey, wow, this chick's been through some shit. Yes, you're right. My Saturnian ancestors are trying to call me lol. And Commander Ashtar. Commander Ashtar has been coming in a lot. Lately. Actually, Eli brought back Ashtar into my awareness one night, like I think like a month ago, and I was like, wow. I was like, you're doing intergalactic shamanism, Eli? You're working with Ashtar? It's like Ashtar is a good being to work with, especially for source and the Galactic Federation is no joke as well. The only angel to want to work with me was Uriel. He's so amazing. That's what Brittany said. Yes, I love Commander Ashtar. I'm like, please beam me off this planet. Brittany. Brittany, I feel you. Brittany. I'm down to dip out with you. Abigor just jumped out of my deck, like yeeted himself. Lol. Yeet. Abigor. I've seen his card in my deck as well a few times. Hey Junie, what does Abigor wish to say? What does Abigor wish to say to us? Brittany Soho, the real black magician, Brittany Soho, I think you are here on earth for a very important reason. Black magician, yes. Yes, Brittany, most definitely. She's still trying to understand who she is though and why she's here. That's also a very similar message that I got, Zach, was you are here for a reason when we were doing the guided meditation. Never been a big fan of the Goetia. The Goetia is pretty much just a compilation of all the older gods. When you think about it, like even Ares or Agaris, Agaris. It's like you just put a G in there. Ares, well, two A's, Agaris, Belial, King Paimon, like all the Goetia demons are actually just usually like deities. Asmodeus is none other than Ashma Deva, the Deva from or a div from the Devas. So the real black magician, as we all are, glad to be here with you. Oh, that's all. Yeah, cultists are limiting themselves, most definitely. Most definitely. Belial's high maintenance. He's keeping a lot of people in check. Or just be a conduit for the being, but they can teach you their current the longer you work with them. That is true. That is true, Lloyd. But also, a source being can learn a current very fast compared to someone that's like just kind of being demonic and working with them, because the source can download a current of energy in seconds to even a week of time, where I remember when I didn't have the source or I didn't have a strong connection, I would go into a ritual or I do a path working, and it took like a month to do a path working, and it's like now I can do a month's path working in actually like a few hours. Even if I want to, I could make the whole day into like a month path working, because the amount of energy in which I've accumulated. But yeah, you are right. With each spirit, it is a heavily backed current of energy that you can choose to explore. And the longer that you explore,